This is how we get down. What's good, everybody? Welcome into a Wednesday Hump Day, F-Day version of Coach and Company Live right here on the Stadium Network and everywhere that Stadium lives. We're talking DirecTV, YouTube TV, and, of course, Amazon Prime Video. Also, if you are watching on YouTube and you want to hop into the chat, hit that like button on the way in. It really helps the show grow. And then the chat queen, Kimberly, will handle everything from there. We want to be as interactive as we possibly can. Now, before we even get started, I can admit when I'm wrong. I can admit when I've got to pay the piper, and it's not even the piper that I thought I was going to pay. And I'm not talking about Rowdy Roddy. I'm talking about my boys, my team, my crew. 7-1 yesterday, only young Peyton with the X. And what did I say? 6-2 or better, we would have a free merch giveaway from our brand new merch store. Now, what should the hashtag be? Well, we had a couple of suggestions in the pre-show meeting, and I think I'm going to go with hashtag Coach Sucks. So if you want to be on the wheel at the end of the show, and you got to be watching live, hashtag Coach Sucks in the chat. Producer man will grab your name, and then we'll spin that wheel at the end of the show. Now, I also was wrong when it came to Duke. And thank God Soupy's not here today because he'd have some of the worst trash talk we've ever heard in our lives. And the one thing I will not put up today with is trash talk to your boy. That's not going to happen from anyone. Now, our schedule today, very, very busy. In addition to the morning show, we've got Off the Ropes, 2 to 4 Eastern Time, Sirius XM, channel 156. Also, if you haven't caught any of Coach and Bro from Monday, I encourage you to watch it on demand at our BTT YouTube page. All right, our brand new merch store, it is up and at 'em. And as you know, the Fugazi shirts are flying off the shelves. Look at Big Tommy C. My man Mikey P lives on Kiss Up Mountain. And I don't even know what I'm doing with my face there. But until Friday, Fugazi 10, you'll get 10% off everything at our brand new store because we want to say thank you to all of you. Okay, I believe the housekeeping is finished. I believe that even on a Wednesday, when I'm kind of in a spicy mood, I still need friends. I still need people. I still need... Very interesting. Very impatient. Very impatient. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time. It is time for the second day in a row. Let's beat the books. Oh, look at this motley crew today. Let's start next door. This man, I tell you what, I cannot control his ego. I cannot control anything that this man does. And now, my goodness, if you haven't got his Fugazi merch yet, you're going to be standing at the back of the line. Say good morning to the man himself, Big Tommy C. Good morning, my friend.
What's up, Coach? What's up, fellas? And you know what, Coach? Today is a glorious day. That's all I'm going to say. Welcome to a Wednesday edition of Coaching Company.
What do you mean by that?
You'll see. You'll see.
All right. Well, I don't even know how I feel about this. You guys, okay. Let's go upstairs. He is doing a phenomenal job for the brand, in front of the camera, behind the camera. Say good morning to Mikey P. What's good, man?
Good morning, Coach. Good morning, guys. 28-0, as in the Miami, Ohio Redhawks. I'm on this train. Let's go. Maybe they'll crack the top 20 this week, Coach. Maybe.
Are they still 500-1 to win it all? Somewhere around there? Are we sprinkling just a little bit?
Why not at this point?
Why not?
Give me a Final Four berth. Remember, if George Mason can make the Final Four, Miami, Ohio can make the Final Four.
Very true. Very, very true. All right, now our numbers guy is shaking his head for a reason. Say good morning to Rafael Esparza. Good morning, Rafael.
Good morning, Coach. Good morning, family. Miami of Ohio right now will be a 13th seed, and I haven't remembered a 13th seed cutting down the nets for March Madness. But great story, great game last night. And you know what, Mikey? They covered. That's all that matters.
They were given 10, right?
Yep.
Is that what they given? Man, I can't even believe, Mikey, that Raphael would kill your spirit. He would kill your dreams, your hopes. Wait a second, Tommy. Are you controlling the graphics too? What are we doing? I mean, what are we doing? All right, gentlemen. There's always a lot of pressure when you are coming off a 7-1 day. And, well, Soupy, I guess, was in the chat. I said, I guess he decided to get up and change a diaper and then text with his other hand. How about those Blue Devils? That's all you got? That's all you got, Soupy? How about them Blue Devils? Go warm up a bottle. All right, gentlemen. I got one very simple question. Raphael, my guy. Too slow. Mikey P, best bet. Start us off. Go.
You know, Coach, very interesting. When I was doing the graphics this morning, I realized I played these exact same two teams last week on this day. So why not go back to the well? 1-1 last week. Let's make it 2-0 this week. I'm taking St. John's plus 5.5 against UConn. St. John's has already beaten UConn this year. And wait for it, they're on a 13-game win streak. And how do you not root for Rick Pitino? So we're taking St. John's there. And then Arkansas, Coach Cal, I think I just love Italian basketball coaches. Coach, I don't know. We're taking Arkansas minus 7.5 against Texas A&M at home.
Yeah, I told you guys, I believe, I don't know if I've said it here on the air, but I was around John Calipari one time, and I was ready to go play for him. When I got done, I was like, I'm following that guy. He's amazing. Like, his aura is absolutely phenomenal. So let's back those Razorbacks tonight. I see 2 check marks there. All right, do we have any hashtag? Yeah, what a shock. People couldn't wait to type hashtag Coach Sucks in the chat. Now, let's go caddy corner here. My man always coming strong. Last week, he hit money line and a plus money play with the same team. That's next level kind of capping right there. So let's go. Big Tommy, what do you got for us this week?
All right, Coach. I'm staying with my Celtics, the money line plus 142. The Celtics have won each of their last 8 road games against Western Conference teams. They wiped out the Lakers Sunday. Did you watch that game? Did you see Peyton Pritchard? Unbelievable. My Celtics are on a roll. Let's go, baby.
Let's go, baby. What are we doing? That's a 10 o'clock start tonight, by the way. Yep. I believe it's on ESPN against the Nuggets. Big Tommy C. Moving lines, changing lines, and creating T-shirts that absolutely suck. Let's go, baby. What are we doing? All right. Raphael, you want to go next, or would you like me to go next?
I can go next because I want to piggyback on that Celtics. Jaylen Brown's questionable. They're supposed to announce sometime between 1 and 2 p.m. if he's playing tonight. So be very cautious with that Celtics play. I would wait for that announcement. But I'm going to start with college hoops. I love me some big West College basketball. Give me Santa Clara St. Mary's under 151.5. This total opened up at 153, and it moved quickly, and I don't know why it's now 151.5. These 2 teams played last month in Santa Clara. Santa Clara won 62-54. The total was 153 in that game. St. Mary's last 6 home games, not one team has scored over 60 points. Grab me the under on that game. And then we're going to stay in college hoops. SEC basketball, give me Ole Miss, team total over 74.5. They were playing LSU. They played no defense in Baton Rouge. Give me Ole Miss. The easy score is 74.5 points. Their last 26 games, 17 of them have gone over the total. They're going to have no issue scoring against LSU today.
Look at Raphael over there. A little personality this morning. Might be a little gimmick infringement, but hey, who's counting, by the way? By the way, Mikey, you're catching a few strays in the chat. Mikey P with one of his 30 Celtics hats on today.
It's not a Celtics hat. It is the 2026 MLB St. Patrick's Day hat collection for the Boston Red Sox.
Well, I've been emailing with lids as of late because, as you guys know, I am constantly working the phones and on my kids. So maybe I can get you a couple free of charge. I don't know. Trying to get that deal done. All right, gentlemen. It's my turn. And as you know, we've been setting records at the PGA Tour, courtesy of your boy, Phoenix Open, BetCast. First time in the history of DraftKings, over $30 million were bet on a golf tournament. You're welcome, America. And then last week, I called the Genesis Riviera. And what did I get to call? The only hole-in-one of the player who mentors my son, Max Grazerman. He wins an SUV from Genesis for himself, for his caddy, and I got to call it live, and it was all over social media. So this week, why wouldn't you come back to me with plays at the Cognizant? Now, this used to be the Honda Classic. It's changed names because of sponsors, but this is a difficult golf course, but they made it a little bit easier. So here's what we're going to do. It starts tomorrow. It's the start of the Florida Swing. You've got the Cognizant. You have the API. I'll be on the call there. You have the Players Championship. I'll be on the call there. And then you've got the Valspar, 4 incredible golf tournaments. But it starts this week with cashing these tickets. So Ryan Gerard, the pride of North Carolina, he is top 10 in the FedEx Cup. He started the season with 2 top 2s. The worst he's had is a T45. So what does that mean? If you finish second, you got to get off to a great start. So I believe, and I got this over at DraftKings, top 5 finish at the end of the first round plus 850. Absolutely love it. Then I got 2 tournament matchups. Aaron Rai played great last week until Sunday, but I just need him to beat one guy, and that is Rico Hoey. Rico Hoey. And then I like Ryan Gerard for the tournament over Rasmus Højgaard, who is a twin. His brother also plays on the tour, but he's been living in the States now for a couple of months. So I think he's starting to get a little bit uncomfortable, and Gerard will continue his great play. So cash that ticket as well. All right, so what are we seeing? Let's see, 1. So none of mine can cash. So we got 5 that could cash tomorrow. If we go 4-1, we will do a free merch giveaway on Thursday. Tommy, do you think yours will be one of the check marks? You feel so confident today?
Well, now that I'm hearing about Jaylen Brown, I'm not sure, but I feel confident that the Celtics can still win the game. Yes, I will win, Coach.
Wow. And Tommy, I know that you were looking for this, but you got Mikey P validation because he's shaking his head above you like he agreed. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know how I feel about that, Tommy. Mikey, you still like the Celtics even without Jaylen Brown?
Listen, they played without him last night against the lowly Phoenix Suns team, blew out the Suns. I believe they rested Jaylen Brown on the first night of a back-to-back, so I expect him to be in the lineup tonight.
So what you're saying is Raphael's information is hogwash.
I would never say that. I'm just saying what I believe.
That's what I heard. Tommy, is that what you heard?
Nope.
What the hell is going on today? I feel like everybody's got my back. I feel like I'm on an island all to myself. That better not continue. That's all I'm going to say. That better not continue. All right. Coming up in about 35 minutes or so tonight, it's rare because West plays East only 2 times a year, and tonight we have 1 versus 1. The Thunder against the Pistons. We're going to dive into that in about 30 minutes. Also, in about 20 minutes, the UFL. Yeah, you want some football? We've got it in the spring, but they've come out with some of their rule changes. We're going to play thumbs up, thumbs down on many of them, and I think you guys are going to enjoy this. But coming up next, you know what day it is. We still hear his voice from the clouds. Our man, Howie Schwab, who made this segment what it is. So coming up next, my entire crew will get whatever they need off their chest. It is time for Rant Wednesday, and the only show, the only place you can see it right here. This is Coach and Company, and we are live on the Stadium Network. Come on back. All right, you crazy degenerates that continue to watch on our YouTube page. Interesting interview with the former great 49er yesterday, Patrick Willis, who suddenly retired, Mikey. There you are. It's so reversed. I didn't even know where I was. After 8 years, kind of like a Barry Sanders. Nobody could figure out why. He finally revealed why. That his feet were so sore that he didn't even like going to walkthroughs. It hurt so badly. Does this give you a little more insight into why he walked away from an all-pro career?
Yeah, and if you saw the way he played, it kind of makes sense, Coach. Not only was he running around the field, but the amount of impact that he played with and the force that he played with. I'm not here to break down the physics of his body, but it completely makes sense when you see his style of play at the linebacker position.
Raphael, what do you make of that interview?
A little bit shocking because normally feet injuries are from volleyball players and basketball players. So a football player that says his feet are hurting that bad, that means they were hurting really bad. But you know what? He probably just got a good endorsement from the Good Feet Company.
What the hell is the Good Feet Company?
You never seen those commercials?
No. The Good Feet Company?
Yeah.
Wow. Sorry, I have a bunch of updates that come on my computer. AJ Styles reveals. Never mind. Tommy, what do you make of Patrick Willis?
Coach. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry to step on you there. Coach, football is tough on your feet, especially playing on the turf. And everybody laughs at turf toe. That's probably one of the painful injuries you can have. I could see cutting, running, doing this and that, and I could see why his feet over the years have bothered him so much that he can't even do walkthroughs.
I mean, you and Patrick Willis, Tommy, you had a lot in common. When you were on the road, you were stage managing, you had to run to the back, you had to get me and Michael Colton, you had to run back up, you had to dodge Mick Foley coming off the top of the cage. Yeah. Oh, by the way, we're going to start those watch-alongs this month. I can't wait. Premium members only. You better start doing it. That's what I'm saying. We're working on that, too. We're trying to do premium memberships for both. A little hard. YouTube, help us out. All right, you guys ready? It's time. We're back live in 5 seconds. Okay, welcome back. Coming up in about 20 minutes, we're going to break down all of the rule changes that the UFL, which comes back in a very, very short period of time, that they're going to roll out, and whether or not those would work in the NFL in a little segment we like to call thumbs up or thumbs down. But this segment is very sacred. This time of the week is beloved by so many. Why? Because the man that we named it after, I'm wearing it today. I am a Howie's homie. I always will be. He hated technology. He hated phones. He hated computers. He hated iPads, damn it. I would always get the messages. Coach, can't log on. Link won't work. Oh, it's going to be an F day. So we turned it into some fun. Always for our guy. Because as we know, every day, even Wednesdays, can be an F day.
Good morning, guys. Welcome to the first F day. Welcome to the first F day. Pardon me.
I am quite certain that part of the reason for Big Tommy C's certain rise to stardom is because of this segment. So I'm going to respect you today, Tommy. I'm going to respect you, and I'm going to come to you first and ask you one very simple question. What are you ranting on today?
Coach, hold on 1 second, please. Do you know why Tommy C has the ring? He has the sunglasses on. Because the future is bright for Big Tommy C. Now, we all know the DMs are blowing up. I've been in the Legends Lounge. I make lines move. I make superstars sign with their team after a rant I had. And you know what it's time for? It's time for Tommy C to expand. Tommy C needs his own show. That's right, Coach. And guys, I need my own show. But unlike you, Coach, I need all of the demographics. I need everybody watching. So, without further ado, producer man, please bring on my secret weapon.
Hello.
What?
Oh,
what?
Good to see you. Nice to see you. Do you remember me? I didn't think so. Anyway, that was a rhetorical question. Don't answer it because I have the floor. Because my guy, Tommy C, has brought me in as a special guest. If you don't know who I am, I apologize because you are going to get to know who I am. My name is Gabby Laspisa, host, podcaster, interviewer. I don't know if you've been watching a little bit of TNA on AMC lately, but I've been all over the place, Coach. You haven't talked to me in a while. It's weird. We used to do the last word on Mondays after Raw all the time. Me, you, Tommy C, that guy Raphael sometimes. And you were like, Gab, football's coming around. We're going to pick it back up. Wrestling's really important. And I was like, you know what? I believe him. But then days turn into months. I'm like, where is the last word? Football's been over. And then it dawns on me, Coach, you were never going to give me that call. And I'm like sitting there and I'm wondering why, right? Because we did a great job. I was getting over. And then I look back on the comments and everybody was like, wow, Gabby's really good. Gabby's better than Coach. It's crazy. Coach is bringing on Gabby. She's really outshining Coach. And then it hits me. You were scared. Look at me, Coach. You couldn't do that right now. What are you talking about? You're sitting behind a screen all day, every day. You talk about it. You got this show, that show. You're flying here. You don't got time to take care of yourself. You don't got time to really, level yourself up like I've been doing. So thank God my guy, Tommy, who's been taken off, which we knew he would, he's hosting The Last Word, coming back. And he's like, you know what? Gabby, will you do this with me? And I said, I don't know, Tommy. I don't know if I want to do it with you. And he said, Coach isn't there. And I said, hell yeah, I'm doing it with you. Because without Coach, guys, maybe there won't be so much negative conversation. Maybe there won't be any breaking news from Coach's friends about things that are never really actually reported. We're going to bring back fun to pro wrestling on Monday nights. So me, Tommy Carlucci, The Last Word, returning after Elimination Chamber this weekend, every single Monday following Monday Night Raw. If you're not there, I don't know what you're doing because we are going to be reshaping the pro wrestling game without Coach. And that's it. That's all I'm going to say. I got to hit the gym, something Coach hasn't done in a very long time, so I don't really have time to hang out with the company here. But yeah, tune into Monday. It's going to be a good show, guys. # Coach Sucks. Bye.
Tommy.
Yes, sir.
I'm so conflicted right now. The heel coach in me absolutely loved all of that. The coach in me is really hurt. That was a great promo. It was well done by the both of you. But you think I'm just pissed at you and Gabby? Oh, no. There's a reason those pictures got thrown up on the screen. Producer man will be in the crosshairs as well. But Tommy, I got to say, I'm actually looking forward to that show. The secret weapon, you call her.
You saw it.
Well, the chat seems to love her.
How could you not?
I mean, I know. All right, we got to move it along, but I will address this after the show. I'm a little bit thrown off because I did not expect that. I always say, guys, run with it. I did not expect Tommy you to do that. All right. Oh my God. All right. I got to get this show back on the rails. Mikey, you're leaving too, Tommy?
Yes, Coach. It's a glorious day. See everybody on Monday night. Have fun, guys. See ya.
Wow. By the end of the show, it's just going to be me. What the hell is going on? Gentlemen, any comments on that last 5 minutes that I can't get back?
Yeah, Coach.
Very careful.
I'm not going to be. I'm going to risk it all right now. Hell of a promo by Gabby, who actually trained me when I got hired at SiriusXM. So if you want to know where I learned all my greatness, Kiss Up Mountain in full effect.
Wow. She is far from on Kiss Up Mountain.
Oh,
far from on.
No. That's where I got my greatness from.
I know.
That's where I got my greatness from.
All right. Mikey P, I have one very simple question for you. What are you ranting on today?
You know, Coach, there is an opportunity in the NBA right now Somebody has to step up. And I don't mean on the court. I mean as the face of the league. Recent reports from Adam Silver, every time Adam Silver's in the headlines, he looks worse and worse. So I'm looking at San Antonio superstar Victor Wembanyama, the same guy who made Anthony Edwards go, damn, I got to play in the All-Star game. The same guy who's not afraid to speak about off-the-court issues in society. That's exactly what the NBA needs right now. We are exhausted by the LeBron James career journey. We need a new face in the NBA. We need someone who's going to make superstars get in the dunk contest, who are going to make superstars be in the three-point contest. We're going to make teams stop tanking and have players get rid of their load management brains. Victor Wembanyama, this is a challenge to you. Not only do you need to be the best player in the league, but you need to be the face and the voice that guides these players moving forward, because Adam Silver, you're not cutting it.
It wasn't that long ago where he was widely considered the best commissioner in all of sports. And then a lot of things have gone south. We'll see if he can pick it back up. Raphael, I'm going to go next. I apologize. I got to get something off my chest today, if that's okay. Because I was reminded this last week, as I mentioned, we're setting records over at DraftKings of how much sports truly means. I was sitting on the couch while I was in my host chair, and then there's the couch with a guy named Graham Dillette. Great friend, great golfer. Over a decade career on the PGA Tour. Played for Canada. Played for the President's Cup. Arguably the second biggest tournament in the entire world. And Sunday morning, as we go live on the ESPN app, he has Team USA against Team Canada on, and he's living and dying with every shot. Team USA scores with merely seconds to go. He gets up on live TV, because we're in that little box, and he runs around the studio and literally has tears in his eyes. And I said to him, what upsets you the most? He said, Coach, and this is a quote, I played in the President's Cup. I played in all of the majors. This meant more. When you come from a country that is known for hockey and curling, this mattered. The first time in 12 years that pros got to play in the Olympics on the ice. The NHL working with the Olympics to have a break so all of their top players, if they so choose, they could go play. And look what it turned into. Over 20 million people tuning in on a Sunday morning. So don't tell me that sports don't matter. Don't tell me that it can't still move the needle. When a guy says that his entire career, that this meant more because of his country, that's all I need to know. And it was awesome, despite his team losing. Raphael, what did you make of the Team USA victory on Sunday morning?
It was a great game. I was so excited to see USA win, but I was a little bit saddened that the stars were in here, the NHL stars. I like when the college kids were in there. I think it meant more. People are comparing it as a big upset when USA was only plus 150 to win it all. I miss the college kids in there.
You're like literally the only one, Raphael. You're black heart. By the way, I think, Mikey, he's just a little hot because Tommy C and Gabby took all of his time. That's what I really think Raphael is. But he's going to shine. He's going to shine in the next segment. Are you hurt? Are you going to let Tommy C have it later, Raph?
No, Gabby's going to get it. That other guy, Raphael, she threw a snag at me too. No, not about Tommy.
You
She's
did catch a stray.
Yeah,
You did catch a stray. That's right. Welcome to my world. That other guy, Raphael. I thought that was kind of funny. But all right,
sure
gentlemen, coming up on the other side, the UFL is back. But they're making moves. The Rock and all of his team, could they be changing football forever? We have rule changes that I need to know from my guys. Is it a thumbs up or is it a thumbs down? We'll talk about it then in about 20 minutes. It's the Thunder. It's the Pistons. It's 1 versus 1 right here on Coach and Company live on the Stadium Network. All right, so it's costing me cash, but you can't deny just how good Duke looked last night in their first game as the number 1 team in the country. And, Mikey, let me come over to you because Cameron Boozer, one of the twin sons of Carlos Boozer, who I worked with at ESPN, 24 points, 13 rebounds. They beat Notre Dame by 44 points and scored 100 in the process. Did they play like the number one team last night or what?
Not only did they play like the number one team, and I don't believe he is, but Cameron Boozer played like the number one overall pick. His stat line at halftime was almost equal to Notre Dame as an entire team. So when you have that kind of performance, it matters when the performances happen. Happening on February 24th, now I'm paying a little bit more attention to Duke.
Raphael, what about you? What did you see when you watched Duke last night?
I saw defense from Boozer. Everyone talks about Boozer and his assists, points, and all that, and his leadership in the huddle, or not the huddle, in the locker room and all that. But his defense is improving game after game. I think that's why he's going to be a high draft pick, because of his defense.
I think so too. Can you imagine? We've got Carmelo, we've got Carlos Boozer, all of these high-level players. It starts to make me, even though not a wrinkle on this gorgeous face, start to feel a little bit old, because all the guys that I watched in my prime when I was just getting out of college now have kids that are in college. I have a beautiful daughter sleeping upstairs. Well, she might be up now. She's going to college in the fall. Where did all the time go? But guess what? We get to hang out every single day together. It makes my heart feel a little bit better. I will never bet against Duke and their team total ever again. By the way, hashtag Coach Sucks. If you haven't already written it in the chat and you want to be eligible for our Coach and Brolette Wheel giveaway at the end of the show, right after Inside Info, I encourage you to put it into the chat, because we've got a lot of new selections, including Fugazi, including Kiss Up Mountain, and a lot more on the way. We are back live in 5 seconds. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we haven't got to play games in a minute, and neither has the UFL. Welcome back. This is Coach and Company live on the Stadium Network, Prime Video, DirecTV, YouTube TV. We are here every single weekday live at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. All right, I need to see my guys, because I'm always scrolling. I'm always looking for different topics to discuss that are kind of fun, maybe learn a little bit. And then I came across this gentleman yesterday, and I can't believe what I was reading. So I thought, you know what? I need to find out if my guys like these or hate these. So we're going to play thumbs up or thumbs down on the brand new UFL football rules. And in your takes, I would like to know if you think that this could work in the NFL. Clear? Yes? All right, Mikey, you're going to start. Raphael, you'll piggyback, and I will answer last. So, the number one rule change. Any field goal north of 60 yards will be worth 4 points. And as we know in the NFL, this has become the norm. So if you're down 20-16, you can tie the game on a last-second field goal, but you can't go past a certain point in the field. Think about the strategy. Mikey, thumbs up or thumbs down for you?
Thumbs down. I mean, you just said it, Coach. 60 yards is becoming norm and average in the NFL. So why are we rewarding these UFL kickers for being just a little bit better than normal in their own league, but average in the NFL? This wouldn't work in the NFL. I don't like this at all. I think it will severely hinder offensive game planning. It's a no for me.
A no for me as well. In the betting world, this would drive betting over tickets all over the place. People be betting the over because some tickers will be getting 4 points like there's nothing. I don't like the rule. I like it for the UFL. It's going to be fun to watch and entertaining, but the NFL is not all about just fun to watch. It's a lot of strategy, and the coaches will drive this crazy.
What is wrong with you people? What is wrong with you too? We have to remember that football is, yes, a sport, but it's also what? Say it with me, everybody. Entertainment. This is a big time thumbs up for me, because now not only can you tie when you're down 24-20, but what if it's 23-20 and you got one play left from the 40-yard line with 8 seconds to go? You throw it out and you get it down to the 43-yard line. and you line up for a field goal, not for the tie, for the win. Yes, it's strategy. My goodness, how much fun will this be the first time a coach has to figure it out, but also, gentlemen, the first time a coach forgets about it and completes a pass too far and screws themselves. That's what I'm talking about. Now, you see rule number 2 on your screen. Thank you, producer man. 1 foot inbounds equals a catch, similar to the college rule. Thumbs up, thumbs down, Mikey.
Thumbs up. Because 1 hand, 1 foot, I'm in for it. We're going to see more spectacular catches, which is part of the entertainment value we all watch football for. As long as 1 foot is inbounds, I'm here for it.
2 thumbs up. I love this because lately NFL's all about defense and we're finally rewarding some offense. We're going to see some great plays, great catches. I love this.
Yeah, they give me that's 3 thumbs up for me because this is going to be awesome. I want more offense, and there's been some great catches that weren't catches because of the stupid 2-foot rule. I love this one. Absolutely love it. All right, rule number 3, red zone penalties revert to half the distance to the goal. Thumbs up, thumbs down, Mikey.
Thumbs up. I think we're going to see a lot more teams be aggressive. I would love to see this in the NFL as well because there is no more 4th down in the NFL. And if you're talking in a goal-to-goal situation, it is always to go. So if you're resetting the downs, you're just giving these head coaches more and more opportunities to show their creativity.
Thumbs up for me because the UFL did this because they want more scoring. So if we want more scoring in the NFL, you piggyback and do this rule. This would be fantastic. A lot of running back TDs. That would help fantasy.
Thumbs up, what Raphael said. All right, number 4. And all I heard last night, I woke up and I looked outside and the heavens opened up. They did. And I heard the choirs singing, hallelujah, hallelujah. Mikey, the tush push, no more. Thumbs up, thumbs down.
Thumbs down.
What are we doing?
Be better. Be better and defend it. Guess what, Coach? Newsflash. The Philadelphia Eagles, they weren't even that successful with it this past season, and everyone hates each other in that locker room for it this year. So I absolutely hate this rule. I think as a football fan, I want to see these unstoppable plays get stopped and show premier talent on the field. Thumbs down.
Thumbs up. I hate the tush push. This is not rugby. This is football. I do not want to see the tush push. I don't want the announcers say the tush push. Get rid of it.
I may have already kind of told you what my answer is going to be. Just slightly. It's a big thumbs up for me. I despise this thing. It's not football. It's not when you've got 3 dudes behind you pushing the runner. Let's go mano a mano. Let's go 5 guys against 5 guys, and then the guy runs. That's what it's meant to be. Not 3 dudes pushing from behind. You're right. It's not rugby. It's NFL football. Now, rule number 5, and this one is very interesting. No punting if you're inside the opponent's 50-yard line. Think about the strategy. Mikey, thumbs up, thumbs down.
Thumbs down, Coach, and I'm going to make this personal. Actually, producer man, take that off the screen because if Ben Johnson sees this rule, he's leaving the Chicago Bears. I cannot have NFL coaches seeing this right now because this is exactly what Dan Campbell is built on, Ben Johnson is built on. We're seeing it in the NFL, and I think in the UFL, looking for more offense, more points, it's great to have for the league, but I'm not a fan of it.
Thumbs down now. I want to see the whole year of the UFL do this and then answer me this question next year because it could be a different answer. Right now, thumbs down, but thumbs up for the UFL to do it.
So is it a thumbs down or a thumbs up for you? You went thumbs down, then you said thumbs up.
Well, I went thumbs down for the NFL not to do it, but I like the way the UFL is doing it.
Very conflicted over there for Raphael. All right, mine is a big thumbs up. Again, there's strategy involved here. Think about these situations. Say you have 2nd and 10 from the 38 and you get a holding on the offense. And now all of a sudden, 3rd and 20, 4th and 20 from the 48. Would you take a 3-yard loss to then be able to punt on 3rd down? Very interesting. Or If you're on the 47 and you have a long way to go, do you not try? There's a lot of strategy that goes into this. I love this new rule. All right, rule number 6, overtime, 3 alternating attempts per team from the 5-yard line. Mikey, thumbs up, thumbs down?
Thumbs down. I believe the only league that gets it right in football overtime is college football. I know the NFL is working to get there, but for me, with the UFL and the NFL, just take note of what college football is doing. There's no reason to just limit it to the 5-yard line. That does not show coaching strategy at all. It is just, let's see if we can get lucky. So thumbs down for me. Let's be like college football overtime.
Thumbs down for me as well. I'm shocked that UFL didn't do the college football rule because I think they've all been piggybacking. So all 3 leagues would have been doing it. So I'm actually shocked that we're not seeing it in the UFL. College rule is the best rule.
3 thumbs down. This is stupid. It's absolutely stupid. We got to sit through 6 plays. There's no offense. There's no strategy. There's no nothing. Mikey, I agree 1,000% with your take. Let's start from the 25 and maybe just change the fact that you can't kick an extra point at all. Because right now in college, you can kick an extra point in the first overtime. In the second overtime, you have to go for 2. What I don't like about the college overtime is when they get to the 2-point conversions over and over and over and over again. I would love to see the 25, and let's play it out. Let's play it out. But this is not it. All right, the last rule, and it has to do with points after touchdowns. 1 point if you kick from the 33-yard line, essentially like the NFL. 2 points if you put the ball on the 2 and you go for 2, essentially like the NFL. This is where it changes. 3 points, you put the ball on the 8 and you go for it. So if you are down by 9, you're not out of it. It's a 1-possession game. Mikey, thumbs up, thumbs down?
Thumbs down for me once again because it's very similar to the field goal rule. Going from the 8-yard line is nothing spectacular. This is just simply 6 yards away for 1 extra point that could completely swing a game. No, if you're going to do 3 points, make it the 10 or the 15-yard line.
I think Raphael was a thumbs down so hard that he lost his connection to the show. I absolutely love this. I'm all for a rule that is not so abstract, thumbs up, by the way, that it takes away from the game. And if it's 30-21 and it's late fourth quarter and you're driving down and you score and now it's 30-27, you can now tie the game. So now there's pressure on the defense and the offense. Because, Mikey, how many times have we seen it? There was once a time with Andy Reid and the Chiefs, back when Alex Smith was the quarterback. They were down 9 with 9 minutes to go in the game. And they went on an 8-minute drive down 9. And I'm screaming at the television as they were huddling up, as they were taking their, you good? You good? And I was like, nobody knows how to have time management. This eliminates some of that and puts pressure on the defense to make a stop as well. Raphael, I got 20 seconds. Thumbs up or thumbs down?
Thumbs up because I'm all about the points. Can you imagine the St. Louis Rams and that offense with this? They would score 100 points. I love this rule.
This will definitely, and there's a couple of these that are absolutely going to affect the totals because I think no punting inside the 50. I like shorter drives. I despise it when I bet an over, and I'm sure you guys too, that you get it at the 8 and then you got to go on a 92-yard drive. I hate that. I really, really do. So it's going to be a lot of changes. I'll be tuning in for it, and I absolutely loved thumbs up and thumbs down today. Well done, gentlemen. All right, coming up on the other side, LeBron James blaming Luka. Yeah. The Thunder and the Pistons going toe-to-toe tonight. Number 1 in the East, number 1 in the West. Who is the better team right now at this point of the season? What a great show today. Rant, it's a vibe. Absolutely love it. This is Coaching Company, the way it was always meant to be, live on Stadium. All right, guys, check this video out. You never know. You know, I talk about my kids all the time. One's a singer and an actress. The other one, great at golf. What about Brock Lesnar? He has a daughter who's an absolute beast in track and field. And check out his son on the ice. Boys, this kid can play. And he is a spitting image of Brock Lesnar. Mike, what do you make of that?
I can't wait for his tattoo at 19 years old. But coach, also don't sell your kids short. I know firsthand they're also master roasters, right? Like they got all over me for my taste in movies and music and all of the above. But I mean, I'm not surprised that Brock Lesnar's kid is very athletically talented.
And this, Raphael, this is high-level hockey because I watched some of the other highlights, and when you're at this age, and I'm assuming probably 15, 16, I don't know exactly how old he is, but they play like college, high level. I mean, look at this. I mean, look at that wrister. That's high level.
It's a 17 and under league where you can hit. And they say when he hits you in the glass, you feel it. So he's got his dad's traits when he's checking someone in the glass.
It is so hard when you have a child that you assume will play the same sports that you played. Like I always thought JJ would play basketball, baseball, things I was good at. Nope. And for Brock, he was a All-American wrestler. He played a little bit of football with the Minnesota Vikings, but not really. But now hockey and track and field. It's a little strange, Mikey, but they certainly get his physicality, no doubt.
Yeah, I'm sparing the world, coach. No kids coming from me, so there's no lack of athletic ability coming from yours truly, right? So I'm doing the world a favor.
Yeah, right now, Lady C's like, yes, he is. Yes, he is. All right. Still to come, we've got to lock it in after a 7-1 yesterday. We've got to do the wheel. We've got to talk about the Thunder and the Pistons. And we're going to have a good time to wrap things up today. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back live on the Stadium Network in just 5 seconds. All right, still a lot to get to here on Coach and Company. Welcome back. This is normally where we talk NBA. And before we get to the Thunder and Pistons, Mikey, last night, the Orlando Magic went into the crypto.com.net.org arena, and they beat the Lakers. But the Lakers had a chance to win. And Luka had a great look, but he didn't take it. Fed it to LeBron. After the game, LeBron was like, well, I think Luka had a pretty good look right there. They certainly were not backing each other up. Has the bloom completely come off the rose in La La Land?
Not to me, and I've watched the play multiple times, coach. And for everyone who says, oh, Luka hesitated. Yeah, watch Luka Doncic. That is literally, people say, oh, he's so slow. He is literally hesitating every step down the court. So that's just kind of his gameplay. He should have taken the shot, but I don't think there's anything building here between the two.
Raphael?
Yeah, they just have no chemistry whatsoever. This game or this play last night didn't really do anything for me because they're still not playing defense, especially Luka. No chemistry means LeBron is gone.
Gone. All right, guys, tonight, it's rare that this happens because the West only plays the East 2 times a year, home and away. And tonight in Detroit, 42-14, the Thunder come to town 45-14. So, Mikey, let me start with you. Right now, in your mind, because there's been a ton of injuries for every single team, who's the best team in the league right now? Is it OKC or is it Detroit?
It's neither of the two teams on the board. I'm going to go with the San Antonio Spurs. They've had the upper hand against the Oklahoma City Thunder. They just smacked the Pistons earlier this week. So I'm riding with the San Antonio Spurs. And right now, this game should put the Pistons on notice. There is no SGA. There is no Jalen Williams. The Cavaliers lost to a shorthanded Thunder team over the weekend. The Thunder can beat the Pistons without their superstars. So Detroit needs to show up. Give me the Thunder here tonight.
Based off of that statement, Raphael, is this one of those situations where you catch a break because the number is so much higher than it normally would be with those guys in? But to Mikey's point, they still have figured out because they've been playing the entire year with a hodgepodge lineup anyway, especially the last month and a half.
OKC could be out Chet Holmgren tonight as well. That's why I like the Pistons, because if you're the Pistons, you saw what Cleveland did last night, and don't forget the Celtics are red hot. So if you're Detroit, you need to keep up the tempo because you have 2 teams behind you.
Yeah, we wondered if the Cavs would be able to cover the 3.5 last night, boys. Yeah, they only won by 15, and the Knicks scored 94 points. That was it. So it'll be interesting. The only thing I don't like, and I don't I try not to be negative, is whether it's load management or whether it's injuries. If these guys were even remotely healthy, they still probably wouldn't play because you know how coaches try to overthink it. Well, we're already going to be the number 1 seed or the number 2 seed. So we don't want to show all of our cards. We don't want to show all of our hand. So we'll hold them out anyway. Instead of thinking, man, you know what? The NBA fan base, with all the negativity that we've been dealing with the last month, they deserve this. But alas, it's injuries and not load management. But either way, we're not getting the best versions of both teams against each other. But we'll still pay attention to it. 7:30 tonight. I believe it's an ESPN game with the Celtics and the Nuggets as the number 2 game. All right, gentlemen, we are coming off a great day yesterday at the brand. 7-1 cash-in tickets. And by the way, my man Carl has some tennis picks in the chat if you are there. So let's go 2 for 2. Let's go 4-1 for another merch giveaway tomorrow. It's time. Let's lock it in. All right, 10 seconds or less, 1 or 2 nuggets is all that I need. Rafael, start us off.
2 plays coming out of college basketball. The first one, Santa Clara St. Mary's under 151.5. Total opened up at 153, and I still believe there's value in this game. St. Mary's last 6 home games, not one team has scored 60-plus points against them. And then give me Ole Miss team total over 74.5. They're playing LSU. 17 of their 26 games all have gone over. Ole Miss scores easily tonight.
All right, Big Tommy C, he's on his Celtics night on the money line. A little cautious. This afternoon, we'll find out around between 2 and 4 o'clock if Jaylen Brown will be in the lineup tonight. So you may want to wait until you find out those news because the Nuggets, they're no joke, and they want to win every single game as they play it out because they are not even close to the number 1 seed yet. So be cautious. Play it if Jaylen Brown is in the lineup. Mikey P, you're up.
St. John's plus 5.5 against the UConn Huskies in a ranked showdown here. St. John's has already beaten UConn. All we need to do is have them cover that 5.5. And then Arkansas at home, minus 7.5 against Texas A&M. Arkansas has covered 10 of 15 games at Bud Walton Arena. Give me the Razorbacks tonight.
Absolutely love it. All right, mine are for tomorrow, and it's a East Coast golf tournament. So by the time we come on the air, half of the first round is going to be done. So we're going to play this today. End of round 1, top 5 finish, Ryan Gerard. This guy has 2 top 2 finishes already this year. Finished T28 last week against all of the top players in the world. He's top 10 in the FedEx Cup. Love him to have another really good week and a really good start. All right, Aaron Rye, minus 122 over Rico Hoey. Last week at Riviera, for 3 rounds, he was fantastic. Top 5, then kind of stumbled on Sunday. I think he plays good enough to beat Rico Hoey. And then Ryan Gerard, let's double dip on him. Tournament matchup, minus 146, a little juicy. Sometimes the juice is worth the squeeze over Rasmus Højgaard, one of the Højgaard brothers. I love this play as well. All right, Rafael, my guy, make me a little bit smarter.
We're going to the NBA. The home team has won 17 of their last 19 games between the Golden State Warriors and the Memphis Grizzlies. The Memphis Grizzlies are +4 tonight at home.
Last night, Pelicans. Was that you, Mikey, that played the Pelicans last night on the money line?
I did. It was quite the sweat. It didn't start that way. The Pelicans started off very well, and then all of a sudden, the Warriors just came back. But we grinded it out.
All right. Hey, sometimes a good sweat makes you feel good. We'll bring our I don't know. I don't want to make promises that I don't know if we're going to bring back the primetime shows the way that they were. We may do those for premium members, as I know we've kind of been on hold. So I'm going to address that, but maybe not the way that we did them because I want to get more. I like doing the sports talk a lot better. By the way, Big Cheesy, stand in line. I'm catching straight from everybody today. Stand in line. All right. As you guys know, I'm a man of my word. We went 7-1 yesterday, which means anybody that this hour typed #CoachSucks, you will be on the Coach and Brolette wheel. You see the names at the bottom of the screen. So, producer man, if you don't mind, who's going to be our next winner? Spin that wheel. Let's go. Please don't let it be Big Cheesy. Please don't let it be Big Cheesy. Please don't let it be Big Cheesy. Oh, no. Oh. Whoa, spin it again. We can't win ourselves. Spin it again. That's what happens when you actually type in the chat. Oh, no. Now it's going to be Big Cheesy. I can already feel it. Oh, there he goes. Oh, no. The chat queen. And guess what? A brand new Big Tommy C shirt is on the. I'm guessing, I'm already predicting what she's going to get. Throw up that email, Kimberly. Send producer man an email. He'll get you all squared away. And as you know, all we ask is send in a picture so we can throw it up onto the show. Congratulations to our chat queen, Kimberly. And for those of you in the chat that didn't think that was real and didn't participate, maybe next time you will. It's literally that simple. Gentlemen, well done today. Raphael, me and you will lick our wounds later. Thank you, producer man, for the one shot. What a great day today. Had a lot of great opinions. Found out that the last word is coming back on Monday night with Tommy and Gabby. I'm being locked out. I have a feeling maybe Raphael will show up there too. As Gabby said, that Raphael guy. But understand this, it's now time to go out and enjoy the day. Be so grateful that you woke up this morning. You have a chance to fellowship together. And understand this, there's only one thing left to do. And I believe you all know what that is. You've got your marching orders. Oh, let's take all of these tickets straight to the pay window for our entire team. Love them all. My man, Mikey P, Raphael, Big Tommy C, and all of his DMs, and even Gabby back in the fold. Producer man, making the show look like $1 million. We grind for you so we can win with you. It's what we're all about every single day. This is Coach and Company, live on the Stadium Network. Have a great day.